Why unfortunately? Is your biological still alive?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
When you say unfortunately, why? Why unfortunately?
I just feel like certain people. I feel like certain people just shouldn't have the opportunity to live. I feel like certain people shouldn't be fathers.
I can see that.
I feel like certain people just are like so beyond like pieces of shit that certain people shouldn't even be living. You know what I'm saying?
Is your biological still alive?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. Push on a lot of buttons with that. You know, death is a strong thing to wish on somebody, man.
Yeah. Death is a strong thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add to it. There's another video where he kind of talks about it, but his wording is a little bit different. Let me see if this is the clip. Okay, so give me a second. Okay.
And we're not trying to take nothing away from the brother. Very, very talented artist, man. I love the song he did with Jelly Roll about addiction, you know. Very talented.
No, for sure.
Yeah, very talented brother.
All right, let me see. Okay, cool. Video file. Hey, why they came up here?
Getting the hang of that new app over there, huh?
Yeah, man.
Putting it to work.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it too, bro.
What's up? That's what's up.
I don't know what's going on. What am I doing?
Yeah, that brother, man.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
That the comments like, oh, you want to know on my son? You want to know dirt on my son? You want to know where that be at? You want to know information about him? How about that?
Bro, there's a record. There's a reason why these records hit so deep. Like you can't make it up. Like you understand what I'm saying?
Damn,
the reason the record
bro.
is such a masterpiece.
I got nigga.
Is
I got
because
motherfucking
it's
screenshot.
It's that authentic. You know what I mean?
Like picture your own pops, nigga. Like trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Instagram, social media,
on the ops. You feel me?
Social media,
and then on not privately, like on display.
Because he mad.
You know what I'm saying? On
because he feel like you ain't do
exactly
for him what you were supposed to do for him.
You ain't buy him a new Benz.
I ain't buy him a new Benz. It was actually, I retired my mom's. You feel me? And it was like, I should have did that for him. But how about your own pops as a broski?
Okay. All righty. So I'm going to add one more because I want to add as much content to it as I can, right? I think it's important because I feel like that's what's fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that's fair. All right. So let me do this. Let me try it again. Let me try this one. Okay.
He has a son. When the son is, how much did his mother influence him? for him to hate his father that much that he wishes his dad was dead. He has a son. When the son is grown enough to understand exactly what he's saying, how will his son think about the fact that his father wishes death on his grandpa? And will he wish the same? How much did his mother influence?
Okay.
Here we go.
And I'm going to show you one more. Again, I want to add full context, and the reason why is because this is such a sensitive subject. And I want to share my sentiments for both sides, right? Because again, most of us do not know what and or if anything was actually done to him. Okay.
Well, allegedly he's saying that the dad was sending his location to his ops.
No. That's just one instance. He did different. He said different things on different podcasts. Now, on that one, he didn't give them the location. He was saying that he, allegedly, I want to know.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly that he was saying they telling people the quote unquote scoop on them. None of that is surfaced. So it's definitely, there's no facts behind it. So I can't just say it as true, but what I can say is true is that he definitely has wished death on his father.
This we heard.
This we know. Okay, so can you see the new one?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So let me let that play.
He was just, you know what I mean? It's just really what it comes down to. He's just somebody that, you know, he's a perfect example of what not to be. You know, he's just he's just a. There's right now, there's not much I can say about the.
Okay. So that's where we at. Hold on, let me get that out. You still see the video, right?
No, I can't see the video no more.
Okay, there you go. All right, so look at here, man.
Yeah. You know, like you say, man, it's a real touchy topic, you know. But as two men, you know, because when I watched the video, the first one that you had initially sent me, I watched that one, so I wanted to dive a little bit more into it, you know, because I wanted to know where this was coming from. Because you don't just wake up one day wishing death on somebody. Yeah. Even in their absence, you know what I mean? We'll say if the father wasn't in his life or something like that, you just don't wish death on the man, you know? That's too mean. However, when I heard the clip of him saying, oh, daddy was dropping my location to the ops and people who wanted to harm me, he was letting them know, oh, I can let you know where he had, things like that there. You know, I got to be honest. As a man, if I got beef with somebody who's trying to harm me in any kind of shape, form, or fashion, and my dad, the man who I'm supposed to look up and admire, goes and sides with the enemy, I'm gonna feel some type of way about that.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna feel some type of way about that. You know, I don't think that's fartherly. If that was done, this is allegedly. If that was done, I don't think that was a real fartherly thing to do. You know. But then when I went to go, because that led me, I wanted to know, well, who is the dad? Yeah, you know, I want to know who is this man that he talking he wished death upon. Yeah. And in every picture that I could find with the dad, it's the dad and the mom hugged up together.
Yeah.
So that led to some more confusion with me about this whole situation. You know what I mean? Because every picture I found of the dad is of the dad and his mom together.
Gotcha.
Even on one picture that I found, it was a post that Jonah Lucas posted on Facebook some time back.
Yeah.
And it said, to my biggest fans, my mom and dad.
John, the rapper.
The rapper, yeah. On this post I found, it said, to his biggest fans, my mom and dad. So, and I hate to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm finna take us down the rabbit hole. Can I take us down the rabbit hole?
Yeah, baby.
I hate to be a conspiracy theorist.
Hey, mama,
man.
sleep. Go there.
I hate to be a conspiracy theorist, man. But one thing I've noticed about I'm not gonna call it black culture. I'm gonna say hip hop culture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the hip hop culture. It seems to be this trending thing and almost a badge of honor to not have your father in your life.
Wow.
You know, and I had to think about guys like Wiz Khalifa, whose dad, you know, funded him in all his endeavors, and
it's for real.
But you know, but he never honors this man. You know what I mean? He never honors this man. You know, didn't come from no single parent house. So dad has been there the whole time. You know, and we see this again and again in hip hop, where almost it's like this thing where they want to intentionally push father out of the picture. You know, and I believe that hip hop holds agendas. Hip hop has hidden agendas. Even if it's the feminization of black men,
yeah,
I feel like that's an agenda of hip hop that is being constantly pushed on us. And I look at this situation and the way it was so gappy and trying to find the information and I'm trying to put the whole pieces of the story together. It kind of led me to believe like this could be another one of those things from hip hop, an agenda that he's just taking up rallying in his cause to further push the father out of the scene. To further push the father out of the scene, and I think that's very uncool if that's what's going on. You know what I mean? If dad, you gotta lay low on this one, and I'm gonna do this here, whatever, to try to you know go viral and let everybody know that you gone and all this here. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because we're living in a time right now where we need fathers. We need fathers. We need fathers like Umar say, you know what I mean? It ain't attention deficit disorder. It ain't no dad at home disorder. You dig what I'm saying? So we living in a time that we need dads. And as a single father, because I'm a single father raising a daughter, raising a daughter, and I can see the importance in just being there. And just the father being there, and I'm not taking anything from others because it's also an important thing for a child to have their mother in their life. Yes. Their mother in their life. But I look at the world in a duality state.
Yeah.
I look at the world in a duality of the state. If you got a battery, that battery has two sides. It has a positive and it has a negative in order for you to get a charge to operate something properly. And I feel like a child is the same way. You need a father and you need a mother to operate properly. Man. Not saying, you can't beat the odds. We see odds beaters all the time. Nothing is stronger than a made up mind and somebody who wants to succeed, Yeah. So we can't take away that, but a child with both parents in the household, statistics don't lie. Numbers don't lie. A child with both parents in the household has a better chance of going on and accomplishing something in life, So I'm just hoping and I'm praying that this isn't another one of hip hop's agendas, Rock. I'm hoping that ain't what the thing is.
Yeah, man, you said a lot, man. I mean, I totally agree with everything you said. those are my sentiments too. And anybody out there that's watching, y'all need to take heed to that because the boy just spit some real game. I'm gonna add to it, man. You know, we done talked about this plenty of times, but we're gonna talk about it on here because the world need to hear it. You know, not only am I a father, I'm the child of a man.
For sure.
And anybody that knows me or know of me, they know that I adore my father. They know it. If they spring up, they say, "Hey, you know about Rock and the Father?" Oh yeah, Rock love his daddy, or loved his daddy because my dad's no longer here. And it's funny because I remember growing up, whenever I was around my peers, it was almost taboo or uncomfortable knowing I had a daddy and they didn't. And that used to mind boggle me, especially when I was at an age where I didn't understand. I couldn't put it in the words, but the energy was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't understand the language of the energy, but I could feel the energy. And it was a shift in the energy, right? It was almost like, well, he got a daddy. He ain't like us. He different. He don't understand. All the time, there still was a correlation to where I could understand them because it came a point when him and my dad and my mom were not together. But I say that to say this. When people hear how I brag about my dad and how close we was, they automatically assume that my dad was in my life every step of the way, every year, just 100% there, right?
Mm-hmm.
When that's far from the truth.
Yeah.
Far from the truth. My dad and my mom broke up, and things happened, of which I'm not going to go into detail out of respect for my mom. My dad's no longer here. He wouldn't have cared. But things didn't work out, and there was some bitterness. And there were parts of my life where my dad was not in my life, but not purposely.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody out there, if you should get what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Read between the lines.
Sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't because he didn't want to be in my life. My dad had remarried. He always loved me. And when the world turned, as it do in its course every year, when it got to the point to where I ended up back in my dad's life, he never was out of it. And even his siblings made sure that I knew who my daddy was.
Mm-hmm.
They surely made sure who my daddy was. Aunt Cookie, all my aunties, they made sure that they found a way to make sure that I stayed in my daddy's life, even when that wasn't what was wanted.
Yeah.
So with that being said, here's the problem I have with Jonah Lucas running around bragging about how much he hates somebody, especially the person that gave him life. Mm-hmm. Here's the problem I have with him and any other man running around finding every reason to hate their daddy. Because it's a trend. And it's not something that they are choosing to do. Because I've never seen a child at birth up in their younger years willingly and choosingly hate their mama or daddy without some type of psychological assistance. It's not even normal.
Nah.
It is a natural human instinct to be connected with your natural mama and your natural daddy. It's not even a language. It's a DNA thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see guys who hate their daddy, or in this case, running around extreme, saying, I can't wait till I get the cow that he did. That says more to me about what was fed to you by your mama than how bad your daddy was.
Yeah.
That's what that says to me. See, everybody can't read things right. But see, I can read very well.
Yeah.
Again, that says more to me about your mom than your dad. Because one thing that I know, and there are psychological, statistical facts. Again, we about facts and numbers.
For sure.
And theories. See, that's the difference. We're not going to leave theory out. Theory exists. It's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
But people need to respect it, because at least when I say we respect theories as well as statistics and numbers, and that's because when we say we respect theories, we're just acknowledging that, hey, we don't know everything, and we're not sitting there telling you, oh, I know. We're just simply saying the theory exists.
Mm-hmm.
Take it as you wish.
Yeah.
So my point is this. Kids don't grow. Humans are not born hating people. I ain't never seen a child come out the womb, I hate you.
Nah.
I've never seen it. I've never seen a black kid and a white kid not play with each other because they black and they white.
Nah. They don't care.
Never.
Nah, they don't care until somebody teach them to care.
Till somebody teach them to hate them.
Yeah, for sure.
Till somebody teach them that, hey, don't like them. Don't hang around them. They are this, they are bad. If you teach a child that something is bad, they're going to grow up thinking that person bad.
Mm-hmm.
No difference than stranger danger, which was taught to us. So what does that do? And that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But what does that teaches us? Don't trust strangers. That's all.
Don't trust strangers, yeah.
So if I could teach a kid to not trust strangers, people who they don't know, then I could teach a kid to hate somebody.
For sure. For sure you can. For sure you can. It happens all the time.
Exactly. So again, the problem I have with this situation is that it tells me just as much about the mother or the person that raised them as opposed to the man that he hated, his father. And I'm gonna end this. And this gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. This gonna shake shit. But I don't believe in sugarcoating shit. I don't believe in nothing, but I damn sure don't believe in sugarcoating shit. This how I'm gonna say this, man. And anybody out there listening, I want y'all to hear me. Even as a crack fiend mama, you always was a black queen mama. I finally understand for a woman, it ain't easy trying to raise a man. What's my point when I say that? My point is
all the bullshit.
a black mother can be on drugs. She can give head for rocks. She can have had multiple kids from several different men. She could have been community property. She could have been the mother that depended on government stamps to feed their child. She could have lost her kids to the CPS system. Got them back, lost them, got them back again. A black mother can be can make the most mistakes in the world, can be the worst mother on the planet, and a child will still find a way to love her. They will still find a way to justify, but she my mama. Mm-hmm. And I love her. Because she brought me in this world. If she didn't do nothing else right, she brought me in this world. Mm-hmm. That's my mama. That I love her. She could have never attended a PTA meeting. She could have never attended a sports game. You could have been raised by your grandma, but you still taught to love your mama no matter what. Mm-hmm. But a father, he can't so much as sneeze, and he ain't shit. He can't miss a child support payment. He ain't shit. Mm. He can be rich and not miss a child support payment. A reason can still be found to hate him. Mm. That's cold. And that's the problem I have with this situation. Because why is it so hard for a black father to get any kind of grace? We can give a child a world, and we can do everything we can for that child and or that mother. In a lot of cases, it still ain't enough. Why is it, America, why is it so easy to hate a black man? Why is it so easy to hate a father? Because I don't have a problem with anybody loving their mother, no matter how many mistakes they made. That's your mama. For sure. But likewise, that's your father. Because that same fucked up world that your mama was giving, that's the same fucked up world your daddy was giving. So how you not gonna give him grace, but you'll give her all the grace in the world? You know, it's this movie that I grew up and I watched one time called Mommy Dearest. Have you ever seen it?
I think I'm familiar with it.
It's this movie called Mommy Dearest. Mm-hmm. And it was about this white mother. And she had it all. And she had a daughter. But she was one of the worst mothers I've ever seen. treated her daughter bad, man. Yeah. Oh my God. Whew. She treated other people better than her own child. Put everything before her. And the only reason she did anything for her, she did just enough so people can't say she didn't do nothing for her. But that child found a way to love her mama no matter how bad she mistreated her. And she loved her mama all the way till she died. And when she died, she grieved as if she was the greatest mother on the world and on the planet. And after she died, even took care of her in her dying days. She was there to the end and told her how much she loved her all the way till she died, till she flatlined. And then come that day when she met the lawyers. And when they explained the will to her and the trust, the daughter that she mistreated and hated the most, the daughter that loved her through it all, and the daughter that cared for her even when she fell ill, she left her nothing.
And the mama was rich.
She left her nothing. Right? So my point is this. Ladies, it's this saying I was taught. If you can accept the praise, you got to accept the criticism, because they go hand in hand. And if I can say I love you, black woman, I can call you out on your shit. And I'm sick and tired of when men like me in trust, who respectfully call out the bullshit, we get called woman bashers. We hate women. We get called gay. Who hurt you? And it's always the same sign language, the same rhetoric. So much so that when black women say the same thing, they don't even get the same type of pushback.
You know, his mama is white though.
Huh?
His mama is a white woman.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know, but my point is, regardless of the color, because it's a Western thing at the end of the day.
For sure.
You know, and I tell black women this. I'm going to talk about my people more than anybody because I'm of my people. I directly deal with my people. I'm for the people and of the people. I'm going to talk about black women because that's who I deal with. See, white woman ain't my damn problem. They not my problem. I don't even date white women.
Yeah.
They not my problem. So my job is not to fix problems that ain't mine.
For sure.
I'm not a mechanic, so fixing somebody's engine ain't my problem.
Yeah.
Go to the people who are qualified or who choose to get certifications in fixing your problem. I'm certified in fixing my woman's problem and my brother's problem. Mm-hmm. And another thing, we equal opportunity smoke givers.
Yeah, anybody can get it.
You get to the people who say I'm woman bashing, you clearly just focusing on clickbait and not watching none of my episodes, because I'm not talking about woman issues no more than I'm talking about niggas issues. But see, people choose to hear what they want to hear. I got whole episodes calling black men out for their shit.
Yeah.
But they don't talk about that. They just focus on what you say about me, of which I don't even know. Hit dog Howard. And basically, man, look, brothers like me, we are tired. And we've been controlled, and women have been leading our demographic for 50, 60 years. Look where it got us. The patriarch is taken back. We're taking our community back. And it's crazy because when we say we finna tear down, when we say we're tearing down the matriarch and building up the patriarch, they demonize us as if we like we finna kill off black woman or something. No, it's not saying that. When we say we are tearing down the matriarch and building up the patriarch, what we are saying is that we are taking the initiative as black men, black kings, black gods, black leaders to hold ourselves to a higher standard, the same standard that they complain that we not being. That's hypocritical. Don't tell us what we should be, and then when we take that initiative, you complaining. How you gonna say y'all need to be leaders? Okay, sit your ass down and let us lead.
For sure.
That's hypocrisy. Men need to lead. Men ain't men no more. Okay, sit your ass down. Let us lead. Let us be men. Let us protect you. Let us provide. Let us preserve. They complaining about that. I mean, the shit ain't funny, but the shit funny.
But you know, you ever ask the woman do what she want to eat?
Ooh, preach.
She don't know what the hell she want. She don't know what the hell she want.
Don't even know what she want.
Yeah. So it don't surprise me the contradiction in what she wants her man to be.
Exactly.
It don't surprise me at all.
At all.
Yeah, no, it don't surprise me at all, brother.
Yeah. And so, being that I just said we equal opportunity smoke givers, let me say this to all the young black men and all the black men, especially those that were raised by single black women. And I also want to, this goes to the black men that have fathers in your life. To the black men that have fathers in your life or had fathers in their life, let me check you on something. Stop hiding your father, bro. Stop hiding the love that your father gave. Stop downplaying the presence your father had in your life. Stop downplaying the things that your father did for you. Okay? Because I'm going to say it again. Black women were born in the world given the same bullshit as the black man. And we got to stop that trend, because after 50, 60 years of the matriarch and getting fed, us men ain't shit, what that has done is created men who think men ain't shit. And that's part of the reason for black on black crime, because we done took on that feminine energy and that mentality from the envy and the pain that single black woman or black woman in general that have endured from their experiences or negative experiences that they had with black men in their life. And they're passing that energy on to the young daughters and the young fathers, and even the men are growing up hating other black men. And that's a part of the reason for black on black crime, because we acting just like our single mom. Hate this nigga.
That's Kyle.
I hate this nigga. I don't know this nigga. I don't like this nigga. So now we done got to the point to where even black men hate black men. It ain't just black woman hating black woman. Black men hate black men.
That's Kyle.
And this is the reason why we are taking over and we're creating a patriarch again. We're the only demographic where there's a matriarch. Stop tearing down black fathers. Because I don't know if y'all noticed this, but most men that pay child support are actually good fathers. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Most men that pay child support are good fathers, because deadbeat dads ain't trying to pay shit. They gonna find every reason not to pay. And the system don't even go after deadbeat dads like they go after good fathers, because deadbeat dads, they gonna do everything to hide their money.
Yeah.
So we gotta start with ourselves, even as quote unquote victims. Just because you were a victim of not having a father in your life, so to speak, or this or that, man, we gotta learn to give we gotta give out the same level of grace. Because a part of change is being forgiven. You know, I got this saying, B.
Yeah.
I got this saying. Stop complaining about your parent not being a perfect parent when you wasn't even the perfect child.
Straight up.
I'm going to say it again. Stop complaining about your mom or dad not being a perfect parent when you weren't even the perfect child.
Sure.
How much stress you gave your goddamn mom and daddy?
Yeah.
See, they don't want to talk about that, though.
Yeah. And it's no playbook for parenting.
It's no playbook for it.
It's no playbook. You learn it on the fly.
You got to wing it. I don't care how much knowledge you get fed. You got to wing it. You still winging it.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, a kid can be playing football from the age he's 2 years old and his parent throwing it all the way up to Pee Wee League, middle school, high school. Guess what? You still don't know if you're going to make it in the pros.
Nah.
You got to wing it.
Yeah.
So if you were raised to play football all them years, 20 years, and it's still not guaranteed that you're gonna be a good NFL player, that's parenting right there.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much they install in you, you still you got to figure that shit out some kind of way.
Yeah, for sure. Got to.
Yeah, and so we got to stop this shit, man. We got to stop it. It's not cool.
Yeah, I definitely agree, brother. Yeah, it has to stop. And like you say, on both sides, because like you say, it's not naturally in you to hate neither or your mother or your father. You know.
Yeah.
So let's stop that. Yeah, for
You
sure.
can be a deadbeat mama or a daddy. That kid don't even know better. All he know, that's my daddy. That's my mama.
Exactly. We see it all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
We see it all the time. You know, and to put a little something on top of that, right?
Yeah.
Men usually, for the most part, will not talk down on a mother in front of their child.
Will not do it. We give them grace.
We'll not do it. You know what I mean? We're not doing it. And I don't know other men's logic in it, but my logic in it is I'm only doing more hurt to my child.
That's it. You hurting the child.
You hurting the child. And I love my child more than I dislike you. Me and you ain't make it. That's cool. Fine. Go live your life. Do whatever you got to do. But I love my child too much to disrespect their parent in front of.
Because I don't want you to hate. I don't want you to hate your mama.
Nah, I don't want you to hate your mama. Nah.
Can you imagine if fathers did the same thing some of these mothers do?
Because your mama wasn't perfect.
Woo! You got women around. Yeah, your daddy wasn't shit. He was a hoe. Sorry. Can you imagine if you switched this shit?
My nigga. Man.
Come on, man. Please. Say, Papa said, it's the deadbeat dads winning because they don't care. Good fathers losing because they care and they're trying to be the best way they can while the mother knows she has the upper hand because of custody. Hey, Papa, that's facts. Shout out to Papa Miller, man.
Yeah.
Yes, that's facts.
Sure.
I mean, definitely. And you know what, Papa? I'm gonna tell you something that I've been preaching too, and I'm actually I'm working on creating a possible bill, getting something kind of passing the legislation, hopefully into law, where we make it mandatory if the home setting and the environment is investigated and deemed safe to where when the child gets of a certain age, I'm thinking anywhere between 10, I'll say 9 to 12, that they should automatically have, the father should automatically have majority custody. Because, and especially a boy, because, you know, it's cute and all when a tiger, a little cub, you know what I'm saying? That's cute and all. But at some point, that tiger gonna turn into a cub. That cub gonna turn into a tiger. And let's be real. It's hard for a woman to tame them tigers. Once that cub become a tiger, it's a wrap. And so we definitely want to pass that legislation. It's a work in progress. It's gonna take some time, but that's definitely something that I've been working on. And we definitely want to make sure that parents, we need laws that are going to put us in a situation where the upbringing is fair to the child and parent. And it has to make sense, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It has to make sense. We cannot continue to complain about men not being in the child's lives, men not being active in the child life, men not doing enough for the child, men not doing things for the child, when the law doesn't even allow us to have majority custody. You know, we gotta be able to put laws into place to where one of the parents can't manipulate the system into actually taking control of the child. Because apparently it's clear that the government giving these incentives for the man to not be in the child's life and the woman benefit, then there's going to continue to be a problem with these young men or these young women. And there's going to continue to be complaints about us not being good men because the system is helping push that narrative. And so we basically in a situation where a lot of women are complaining about men not being leaders, men not being in the life, but yet they're supporting the very system that is incentivizing them keeping us out of the child life.
Yeah.
Make sense. And that's just not fair. It's just not fair. And so that's definitely something we gotta but we're gonna switch topics because we got more topics to deal with. But we got that out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, that was a heavy one. We probably could have went hours on that. Exactly. I was finna build on that, but we gotta get to the next topic.
So let me get to the next one. So here goes the next topic.